It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, Be High. Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got my West Side Bankhead partner in this thing. Parlay, what's good with it, my dog?
What it do, B? You all right, homie?
Oh, man, feeling good, feeling great. I mean, it's good to have you back in the building as usual in this thing, boy.
Now, hey, man, anytime B tell me to come up here, man,
Hey.
I'm on the way, man. You
It's
understand
time
me?
for that. You understand that?
Be out the city.
Talk to me about this movement, though, man. Real Players United, man.
Yeah, man. RNU, man. Real Nations United. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Be politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Real Nations United. You know what I'm saying? I'm just uniting all my real people from state to state, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people out here who feel like me, who move like me.
Yeah.
And we represent the bulk of the streets.
That's right.
You feel me? And there's a lot of people out here right now, a lot of rappers, who in their music they imitate what's going on in the street, but they're not street people. They're not street cats. They're not street guys. You know what I'm saying? So they misleading the people who's looking up to them in this music.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So I feel like it's people like my dude and people like Trick and Trader Truth and
Yeah.
Mitchell Slick out west, the real OGs of the street who been doing this music stuff for
Yeah.
a long time. I feel like it's up to us to lead the youth the right way because the streets look for guidance in music.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, though? I mean, how has been the reception, though, when you're getting the real players together? I mean, are they receptive to the movement?
Everybody just named people like Kid,
Yeah.
a few rappers who known in their cities weren't really too much known on the big market.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them. I'm just linking up real, but you got to be real. Your resume got to check. Your
Yeah.
background got to check. I'm not just because you say you're a street cat, that don't mean you gonna be repping RNU.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You got to be official.
Now, let's get to this music, though, Lay.
Mhm.
I mean, last tape went crazy.
Mhm.
New tape still going crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it. And then tell me about the longevity and how you managed to stay relevant. Because, see, a lot of folks can't pull that off, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it just seems like every time I'm finding out what people like in the streets.
Yeah.
Just because I like a certain type of music,
Mhm.
that don't mean that the people in the streets are receptive to this type of music that I like,
Yeah.
even though it's real.
Yeah.
When I first came out, I dropped the I only talk RNS.
Yeah.
I dropped that. I got a real good response from all my real homies,
Yeah.
all the real ones. You know what I'm saying? But then when I dropped Trap Money, it got even bigger response.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I used to sit back and be like, I don't know what's going on and why. But I had to tell my homeboy had to tell me like, hey, Lay, when you speaking that real stuff, you touching a lot of people hard who listen to your music who ain't real.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start talking about your homie locked up, you ain't looked out for your homie, people who listen to your music so they real start listening to it and they start feeling guilty.
Yeah.
So then they start saying, I don't really want to listen to their music no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people don't be receptive, but when I drop the trap music, everybody can feel like they trap.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be real to trap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta be in no trap to trap.
That's
So
right.
everybody more receptive to that. So I'm kind of finding that balance between the streets and the industry.
Yeah.
And just trying to, bring it together and just make music for everybody like me.
But see, I also feel this way, though, too, in this city. When you really from it and folks know it, I mean, you grow up in it and you're going to get that support every time you come out there because people look up to you and they believe in what you done stood for and what you done did. And you done rep the city the whole time and the whole way and the hood. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, folks can appreciate that at the same time. How has that been for you still repping and putting it down? Because, see, you got a lot of folk from Bankhead or something like that or just from the hood in general in different places. They might leave them areas and they don't go back to them, or they don't feel like repping those areas no more. Why is it important to you to keep it real?
Tell you like this, B.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't no shot to no rapper from Atlanta, but I'm the realest rapper that came out of the Atlanta streets.
Yeah.
And really, I mean when I say that, I don't mean I'm realer than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I done sold 1 million records. How many artists in Atlanta done sold 1 million records? I can count on one hand how many done sold 1 million records.
Yeah.
I done did every big TV show, every big radio show. I have never left the projects. I have never left the hood. Some people look at it as bad. Some people look at it, oh, you need to leave. I can't turn my back on something that made me. I done stayed in Buckhead. I done tried to party with the rich people. It don't work. I don't feel them. I don't vibe with them. I don't like being around them.
I feel you.
So I always go back to what I know and what I feel comfortable with. I grew up in that environment. You know, the shootings and the drug dealers and the police and the losses and I done grew up in that. So I done learned how to embrace it and be comfortable with that. I know how to not put myself in bad situations. I used to when we sold a million record, when we were out with the franchise boys.
Yeah.
I used to be in the after hour spot in the yard, 6-7 chains on.
Ooh.
People looking like, Parlay, you might. Hell, I'm from here. One thing about it, when you're a real one,
Yeah.
all the real ones gonna salute you. I don't care where you go to or where you at.
True.
People, it be rappers, they be scared to go to these projects when they go to other cities because they scared of what they gonna do. I'm gonna tell you one thing about it. If somebody gonna get you, they gonna get you. You know what I'm saying?
True enough.
You know, you don't gotta be the baddest, but when you're real, people gonna be receptive to that, and they're gonna salute you. I done been every time I go to a city, whatever the promoter, whatever my homie is, I tell them straight, take me straight to the hood with my chains on.
Yeah.
They be like, you gonna go to the chain, let them tell you. If they gonna take it, they take it. You can have it. You ain't gotta take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can have it.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can have it. I ain't gonna get another one of them. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, I always get accepted.
Yeah.
They love to see me. Every time I pull up, be like, boy, you in the hood for real, late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And people like that. So I like to touch people like that doing my music. You know what I'm saying? And I just stay grounded. If an artist leave the projects or leave the people that he know behind, they been here from the get-go. He was only dealing with y'all because he was in that situation.
Yeah.
Not because he wanted to be there, because that's what his heart was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot of these bougie, these rappers, and they be. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, B. Just because you grew up in the hood,
Yeah.
that don't mean you street.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you grew up in the project, that don't mean you street.
Hey.
That don't mean you real. Just because you sell drugs, you don't shot somebody, that don't make you real.
Yeah.
Just, you can be real and you ain't even gotta live in the projects. Almost like I think Kanye real.
Yeah.
I love Kanye. I think he real.
Yeah.
You don't never hear Kanye talking about nothing gangster in his music. Never. He gonna speak his mind. He gonna say what he want to. And he gonna stand up when he wrong. He don't care. That's real to me. A lot of people get it mixed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A street cat ain't a real cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you sell drugs, that don't mean you street.
Yeah.
I seen the little TV show called Weed with the little white lady on there. she selling all the loud. Would you say she street? She ain't street. It's a difference.
Exactly.
It's different categories.
Yeah.
What a lot of people do, they mix themselves in a lot of these categories. That don't make you real, dog.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you're a stand-up man, when you stand up on your word, when you say what you mean, when you do what you say, that makes you real. And if anybody ever know, Lay, from previous, when I was little, till I was big, to whenever, they're going to say that's a real one.
That's right. Speaking of keeping it real, though, you keep it real in the community, too, man.
Yeah.
And see, in case you didn't know, you know, I bleed that blue and red, too.
Yeah.
Coach Calvin, Coach Schmitty. I wanted them old school fullback
Yeah.
number 5. I was trucking folk out there. Okay, it was real, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it like out there, man, putting the kids on that field and motivating them and keeping them out of trouble and stuff like that? And mind you, in case folks don't know, Ben Hill is like an NFL training camp also.
Yeah. It's one of the most historical parts growing up, man. You hate to play Ben Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from Bankhead, so you know I grew up in Bourne Home, so we played for A.D. Williams.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand Ben Hill.
My team, boy, I'm talking about, I had Batman on my team.
Yeah.
I had Lil Mario on my team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you know we were hell out there, okay?
The ones on your team.
Talk to me about it, man.
I mean, you know, and this is my 3rd year coaching. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With this team, I coach for UNC Squad. I want to give a shout out to UNC Squad.
Yeah, shout out on.
And all my coaches there, Coach Pete,
Yeah.
Coach Scott, Coach Maul. I want to give a shout out to Coach Hines, Coach Huff, everybody. But you know, we got one of the best teams in the state. I think we got the best team in the state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't play. We undefeated right now. We number 1 spot in Mayfield.
Yeah.
We got semifinal this weekend. We play against Fabry.
Yeah.
We're gonna put up about 40 on them. You know what I'm saying? About 40 to a donut.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Then we're going to go to this championship, and we're going to take this Mayfield championship on whoever we play. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, we might end up playing Ben Hill Red, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be Ben Hill Blue against Ben Hill Red, but we're gonna put up about 30 on them and get them donuts, too. We're going to take them to Krispy Kreme. You know what I'm saying? Then after we win this Mayfield, we're going to take on this state championship.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to D1 Specs and Harold over there. You know what I'm saying? Got a big old tournament going, Georgia Youth Football Championship.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? With all the big boy teams in. You know, like after we finish this little Mayfield thing, man, we shooting for the best, man. So you know, Atlanta Ducks and Walkmall Panthers, 8U, we coming for y'all, man.
What is it like though, man, being able to influence the youngest, man? Because I mean, when they see you, they know you a star. You see what I'm saying? They know you somebody to look up to. What is it that you can instill in them on that football field to help them, to help say they doggone life?
I give them kids heart and discipline, man.
Yeah.
Right now, man, being kids, man, And in the world we're living in today, discipline is going to take them a lot. You know what I'm saying? And discipline don't always come in the form of classroom and this.
Yeah.
Discipline is discipline.
Yeah.
Whether you teaching them how to stay in the stands and read defense,
Yeah.
or whether you teaching them how to focus in the classroom, discipline is discipline. So I feel like it's very important to install discipline in these kids. So I get, you know, they love me. When the kids see Coach Lay,
Yeah.
kids love me. You know, I coach defense, and them kids receptive to me. You know what I'm saying? I make them show out and everything.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
get on them,
Yeah.
and I motivate them at the same time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So they love me, and I love the kids, man. I love doing this coaching thing.
Yes, sir. Back to the music, though. How was it for you, man, when y'all selling 1 million records and you from Bankhead, but you over there getting... I just talked to Mook B a minute ago, man. Mook was like coming out of it. First of all, he said y'all need to get a Bankhead tour going.
Definitely that.
Now, that'd be nasty. I'm just putting that out there. I like to see that right there for y'all to just put on for that side.
That'd be a nationwide.
Oh, yeah. But how was it, though? What was your experience going into that industry straight off the street, but having massive success at the same time, though?
I mean, it really was a blessing, man. Man, it happened so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the people who really don't know, man, before Franchise Boy came out, wasn't no underground.
Yeah.
Wasn't no underground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody who was on the radio mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say we broke the barrier. Franchise Boy, we broke that barrier. We was getting radio play, and we wasn't signed.
Mm-hmm.
All the labels thought we was already signed. We was getting so much radio play.
Yeah.
When we got signed, we made R&R start coming to the streets, looking for artists like us.
Mm-hmm.
We made the labels start hiring black A&Rs to get in these streets because the white people didn't want to come down here and get them in themselves. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
We made it possible for everything that's going on in Atlanta. We made it possible for this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take my hat off to everybody who came before us, like, you know, Goody Mob and Outkast and, you know, Squad and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, everybody. But they broke the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
But we opened the doors
Mm-hmm.
for everybody.
Yeah.
After we got on, Shalom got on.
Yeah.
Shot Boy got on.
I recall.
Shalom them D4L so went gold. Shot Boy won a Grammy.
Yeah.
All of them from born home with me. All of them grew
but
up with
how
me.
did that feel, though, man? Coming out of Barn, man, one of the hardest places in the city, man, and getting to that kind of success. Because does that freak you out? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can find yourself in certain instances, and even myself, I think to myself, how I get in here?
You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to be boastful, but
Yeah.
my whole career, my whole life been like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been successful my whole life. It was
Yeah.
destined for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when it came, it was a new experience, but it wasn't nothing new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I kind of been in the spotlight
Yeah.
my whole life,
Mhm.
and when everything was happening, it happened so it happened so fast,
Yeah.
and it went by so fast. So when I take a time to look back on everything we did, and looking at people now who not doing it,
Yeah.
that's what keep me grounded.
Yeah.
That's what make me say, you know what? I got fans. I did something that nobody did. So if I did it one time, I could do it again.
Yeah.
I got to find a new way to get in the door now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that would keep me grounded, and that's why I say that would make me reach out to the people who like me.
Yeah.
Cause you know when all the artists like Pimp C and, you know, like the Boosies and the people that you listen to when you want to get through your day and you want to
Yeah.
hear. Everybody can't make music that you feel.
Hey.
So I want to make music that people feel in their heart. Like, you know what? I'm gonna put this lay on.
Yeah.
I'm going through something right now. I need something to help me. I'm gonna put this
Exactly.
lay on. Lay done been through it. He done went through this before.
Yeah.
I'm finna listen to him so he can help me get through it.
That's right.
I want to be a platform for people like me.
Now, back at them times where you say it's going by so fast, what are some of the things that you would have did differently?
I mean, you know, you can always go back and say I did this and did that, but
Yeah.
I can't say, man. I mean, everything that happened made me person who I am today.
Mhm.
So I can't say I necessarily go back and change.
Yeah.
I would have definitely took my career more seriously.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I never did. I didn't really take it that serious. We got on, the success started coming.
Yeah.
And I went back. I went in the studio recording the music. I wasn't doing that. I was just living
Yeah.
and enjoying life. So I would have took my career more and my business more serious.
Yeah.
So now I understand that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Should have been had coming. Should have been had artists. Should have been had all that right there. But
Yeah.
you know, you live and you learn.
Creative process. When you going in that studio, I mean, how you creating that music?
Oh man, you know, I get on that good gas. You know what I'm saying? And then I really just get in the booth. It's emotion.
Yeah.
I rap off emotion. That's another thing I had got away from kind of back, you know, a few years back. I started rapping, just coming up with music. It stopped being emotional. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear my music now, everything is emotional. Everything you hear in my music is facts.
Yeah.
If I'm saying something about somebody, I'm talking about somebody. I'm not just creating lyrics.
Yeah.
If you hear me talking about a situation, I'm talking about a real situation.
Right.
I'm not just coming up with a story. So when you do that, your music sound different. It's almost like a diss song. When you hear somebody dissing somebody, the emotion in that song it carries out when you listen to it, and you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you feel it more.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why when you listen like the old Boosie music, he make you feel like that because he was really going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to replicate everything that's going on in my life. And see, back then when I was with the Franchise Boys, the music I was doing with the Franchise Boys was me escaping the lifestyle that I lived.
Yeah.
So you was just around. See, you was just turned around. You was the people rapping about a lifestyle that they ain't live.
They ain't live.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I couldn't wait to go get on stage and dance and have fun and escape what I was really going on.
But you know something though, when you say that, when I talk to a lot of artists, the real ones make the fun music versus the real gangster lifestyle.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I noticed that a lot.
Yeah.
You'll see the folks that's having the most fun with the music, like Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Uncle Luke was making them shake their ass.
Yeah.
But Luke was about that life too at the
Yeah,
same time. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just see that generationally. For you, what was going through your mind then when you knew that you was living that real stuff on the streets, but you was trying to make them dance at the same time and have a good time on them records?
Just get away, man.
Yeah.
Just to get away, man. It's just, I mean, it's just like, you know how you get arguing with your girl, get heated. You just want to leave just to get away from what you was going back, what you was going through.
Yeah.
And it was almost the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we the only group in history, in hip hop history, the only group to have 2 #1 singles back to back. That's out of Run DMC, out of whatever rap group you want to name. We're the only ones to have it. 2005, we had #1 hit single with "Oh, I Think They Like Me."
Yeah.
Come back the next year, we had another #1 hit single, 2006, with Lean With It, Rock With It. In 2005, I caught a murder charge. In 2006, I caught a trafficking charge. So in the highlight of my career, when I'm doing the best of my career, I'm going through the most stuff. But you'll never know that because I never talked about it in my music because I always felt like, oh, you start talking about this stuff in your music, but police coming,
it's gonna really mess it
indictment
up.
coming, and it's too much mixture.
Yeah.
But now I done passed it and I done outgrew everything I've been through. It enables me to talk about it in my music now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it helps me to be able to express myself through my music.
But now coming off of 2 #1s and you look up and you got murder charges and trafficking charges, man, because I seen it on the news. Okay, I'm here. You see what I'm saying? What was going through your mind when that stuff was hitting the fan?
I don't really know, man. I try not, when stuff like that, I really try not to dwell on it too much.
Yeah.
It happened, get past it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even look back. I don't even think back on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just know I'm just blessed to be able to make it through all that and still be here.
What is it that keeps you so mentally strong and tough, though?
Because I got people looking up to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people counting on me. It's people room for me I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do it for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed to be in the position I am. And I feel like I'm in this position for me to teach and educate other people too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's my I'm obligated to do that.
That's right.
Almost like Martin Luther King and everybody before me, they really feel like they were obligated to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do everything in my power to get people the same place I is. Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing about kids and other people. You can't tell them something you ain't did.
Hey.
You can't tell nobody now that you ain't dead. Because the first thing they're going to say, man, you ain't did nothing.
Exactly.
It's the first thing. And when I look at my situation, what haven't I been through?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing I've
Good
been
and
through.
bad.
It ain't good and bad. It ain't nothing I've been through. I done did more stuff in the street that people never do.
Yeah.
I done did more stuff in this industry people never do. How many people can say that?
But see, that's one of the things, though, I'm glad that you say about the 2 number ones, because those are the kind of stories that people need to hear and understand. So when they see Parlay out there, they understand why they see Parlay out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to tell folks a lot of time when we do interview, like when my boy Sonny Digital was in this thing, I said, run down them hits, Sonny. Let them know what you done produced out here. So folks won't think that it's a game, because a lot of times, you know, we can be humble and we don't beat our chest. You see what I'm saying? But it's up to folks like me and other folks out there to make sure that that message gets out there so folks can know who they dealing with and what's really going on out here in these streets. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's one of the things that I say, boys from Bankhead, man.
Yeah, man.
2 number ones.
Yeah, man. 2 1, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 number 1, man. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about top 100.
Exactly.
Rap and R&B. I'm not just talking about rap. I'm talking about rap and R&B.
Exactly.
Top 100, number 1 for weeks.
I mean, breaking records and setting records and setting trends too.
I wish that a lot of trends now.
You see what I'm saying?
A lot of trends. The white
Man,
tee trend.
Come on.
The baggy shirt trend.
Come on.
That was happening.
Hey.
The dancing. We made dancing back cool. We make dancing cool. And people say gangsters
I
don't
think
dance.
it's called the snap movement, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and the snap movement. People was making sounds after us.
Yeah.
We did a lot for this music industry. Mm-hmm. And I still feel like we don't really get the respect that's due to us.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we get noticed enough for what we did.
Well, no, that's because goes back to what I was saying earlier. See, when you ain't out here beating your chest all the time, you know, going everywhere, you know, putting your accolades in everybody's face, because as a real one, you know that ain't what you do. You see what I'm saying? You let the work speak for itself. But when everybody else is out there King Kong and they ain't really nothing but what was Michael Jackson monkey name? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But folks will buy that and think that that's real when King Kong over there sitting in the corner cooling. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, I mean, you know, sometimes you do got to hit that Instagram and just say, hey, there go the play. Yeah. Hey, there go the chart. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's real out here. I'm just letting y'all know. I mean, it's a throwback Thursday, but I'm going to let you know that you looking at a great one right here.
Yeah. Oh, I let them know now. I let them know. I put that stuff up there, man. I put up. Hey, and then like I say, too, I'm probably one of the only rappers in Atlanta man can go to any part of Atlanta that you want to. Exactly. By myself. With all chains on everything and get respected.
But with that being said, though, Parlay, a lot of times I catch you being a slick ambassador in these streets for folk, man.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying? They got the call later shoot their videos, man. I mean, every time I'm watching these videos, I'm like, well, that's how they got in there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of people call too, man. I only saying that because I feel like, see, one thing about it, I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's nothing that I gotta tell people about that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just do it.
Yeah.
So I done did stuff for a lot of people, and they ain't never return a favor.
Yeah.
I ain't never asking for nothing.
Yeah.
I should tell people, hey man, just holler at me, man. Give me some messing with. That's it, cause that's what real people do. I'm gonna create my own opportunity. Just give me an opportunity, I'm gonna make it. Don't give me nothing.
But see, you know, that's another thing that kind of gets me sometimes though, Lay, because I don't see enough cooperation, camaraderie, and coolness. I like to call that the triple C's, you know. Yeah. I don't see a lot of that out there, and that's what makes me mad sometimes. That's why even myself, I catch myself using my platform to make the odds even. Because I know what I see, and I know what I done lived, and I know what had an impression on my life. So I like to tell my own personal story. Yeah. So if I bring a Lay up here, I'm thinking, shoot, I remember being in that club. Wham! You see what I'm saying? It just was what it was. And how do you feel about artists and just us as a people in general not rocking with each other the long way, the way we should?
First off, before we say that, I'm going to say this. B, you've been holding down the streets and street artists in the city for years, dog.
Appreciate that.
But you know, like I say, man, that just come from people ain't real. Everybody in position with power, everybody who getting, even the cat from who's quote unquote say they're from the streets or have lived street life or have been a drug or did what, when they get in position, they don't come down and help the people who come from the same place they do. They don't do it. They don't do it.
Why is that?
Because they're not real. They're not real. It takes when you real, you're gonna suffer some losses. In order to make stuff big, you're gonna suffer a lot of losses. It's like a football team. When you the quarterback, if y'all lose, it was your fault.
Yeah.
People can't take that because people not born leaders. If you ain't real and you're not a leader, you don't know how to go get nobody. You don't know how to bring nobody up. See, one thing about me, I'm a boss. I like to see everybody around me bosses.
Talk to me.
When I grew up, and now my big homie was coming up, when I grew up, guess what? I remember one time my big homie was like, hey, go over there and pick up a 10,000. Go over there and pick up a 6,000. Go over there and pick up a 5,000. Go over there and pick up a 4,000. And I was like, damn, my homie, he just called, and everybody got 3, 4, 5,000. You know why? Because all this homie was bosses. If you ain't, everybody should be in too.
That's right.
If you got a plug, man, give your partner the plug. Stop worrying about if he gonna eat more than you. If he eat more than you, you need to put more work in. That's wrong. That's what's wrong with people. They're not leaders. They're not real. Just because you get in a position you make money, that don't mean you're real. Like, there's a lot of artists in Atlanta who got millions. They ain't never signed another artist from Atlanta. They always go get other artists. What's the problem with that?
Ooh.
So I ain't getting in depth about a lot of stuff, but one thing about it, well, when they say it's gonna be real.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be facts. Cause one thing about ain't no reason all that, man, I don't know. It's a lot of talent in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That people don't get help.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like I say, I know it's a lot of people that they'll mess up, and a lot of people mess up. If 5 people mess up, you can't say it messed up for the 6th person.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to go at it in a certain way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get everybody. You can't get everybody just hey you go use some money and go do your thing. Everybody ain't made for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't send somebody to 10th grade and they never pass the 5th grade.
Hey.
It's like Mickey said, it's levels to this. Even in the streets and the music, it's level. You got to pass 2nd grade to go to 3rd grade. 3rd grade to go to 4th grade. 4th grade to go to 5th grade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody good, everybody don't get a chance to come out of high school and go to the NBA. Everybody ain't that good. Some people is, some people is not.
Yeah.
So you have to treat every situation different. You know what I'm saying? It's too many artists out here getting money with millions. Ain't put nobody on Atlanta. That's some BS, straight up.
Hey, I feel you. Lastly, new music. Tell me about it, man. What's going on now?
Oh, man, you know, I'm in the studio right now working on a mixtape called Talk to Him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to him with a little ad, as I say.
Yeah.
Because when I'm rapping, I like to talk to the people.
That's
You know what
right.
I mean? I'm speaking facts.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I got like 4 songs in. Me and Trouble just went in the studio. We just knocked one out.
Okay.
Me and Migos finna do one.
Ooh.
I'm finna put the streets on it, though.
What about Ralph, though, man? Because I know y'all boys TTG.
Oh, you know, always, man, you know, Ralph always there, man. You know,
Yeah.
one thing about Ralph represents the street, man.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I salute to him, you know, finally getting a chance to just, you know, highlight and showcase his abilities over there with Rich Gang. You know what I'm saying? So I was proud. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like Ralph.
Yeah.
And Ralph been doing a long time in the street for nobody not to just give him a proper chance. You know what I'm saying? And it's other rappers like that too, man.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. Let him mess up and just say, okay, now you messed up.
Yeah,
now it's
that's on
over
you.
with.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? At least give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
At least give him a chance. Don't nobody get a chance. The rappers get a chance in Atlanta. But one thing I can tell you, when that rapper want to come to your project and shoot a video, get what he gonna do? Hey, bro, I'm on the way. He gonna come shoot a video. I'm gonna leave. You're not gonna hear nothing from him. So that's why I'm telling people, ain't no more videos in Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
Ain't no more video on the West Side. Ain't no more videos in Ninth Ward, man. Straight up.
I feel you. Well, late.
Every
Bruh,
time.
appreciate you coming through this thing,
Yeah,
my
already know,
dog.
man. Yeah,
Wish you
already
nothing
know.
but the best and
Yeah,
much
already know,
success.
man.
Be High Radio Shout. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let go.